Oh, g'day scrappers. Today I'm going to thought I'd just do this giant printer that I've got. Just to give you an example, that's a regular size printer, and that's the printer that I'm going to do today. It weighs almost 100 pounds, and so I thought it might be fun to do a video scrapping it. Maybe not. I don't really know what's going to be inside it. It looks like it's just going to be, it's obviously just a regular printer, just a very large format style, and it's a Canon IPF 600. It's a little bit of older model. Unfortunately, it doesn't work. If it did work, I'd try and sell it, but it's broken down and it would cost too much to get it repaired. So I thought I'm going to scrap it and see what we can get out of it. So hang around if you're interested in watching me scrap it. Over here, this is obviously for paper. It's a really big bar here, and it's just a piece of aluminium, so it's a good start. I'll clean it off, and at least we've got a bit of a nice piece of aluminium to start off with. And so just want to clear it off. I'm trying to make space in my workshop, and this is one of the things that have just been hanging around for a little bit too long, so it's going to be good to get rid of this one. And because there's a lot of plastic on it, like most printers, so I just want to get rid of the plastic. Over this side we've got the ink cartridges. There'll probably be other kinds of cartridges, but so these are basically, they're pretty big, and as you know, most ink cartridges have got a little gold tab inside. These ones are sort of inside, that I'm going to try and get out. Just get my little thing, see if I can somehow get into it to get the tab out. Okay, there you go. Now just need to find where my tab fell to. Right, well, I can't find that one. It's somewhere underground, so I'll do another one. Okay, hopefully this one won't lose this one. Okay, so they're all going in the same direction. All right. Okay, so I've got the little tab. Sort of sticks in this plastic thing. See if we can pop her out. So there you go. Just one-sided, but at least we've got some gold fingers there that we can put into our gold finger bucket. And yeah, so there's 6 of these cartridges. I don't know if I can get it out like that. Oh yeah, that's another way. So yeah, it's going to it's pretty much going to be just like a regular printer, I guess, and keep these little gold tabs. But yeah, so even though there's not much gold fingers in each of these tabs, it's still worth taking them. And the rest, these I'll just put into my cartridge recycling bin, and I send it off to the cartridge recyclers. They can deal with the rest of it. So I'll do the rest later. That's a start. Now inside where the cartridges come out, there are obviously going to be some more gold pins there, so we'll get to them when we get into it. And okay, so just want to, suppose just like with all printers, you just want to start with the plastic and work your way in, and just as you go, as I go, I just sort of, if I find any screws, I undo the screws and just keep going like that. Usually with printers, I usually go as far as, you know, removing the plastic, taking out motors, circuit boards, and you know, steel bars that are these rail bars, and then the rest I sort of, you know, if it looks like scrap steel, I'll just leave it at that. There's no point in pulling it apart absolutely right down to the ground, because you're not going to really get any more value out of it. Once you've taken out the circuit boards and motors and things like that, that's about it. Yeah. So yeah, as I said, it's kind of like every other printer. You just got to sort of feel your way through, see what comes off and what's going to need a bit more work. Got some screws there. But yeah, you know, when I scrap stuff, you know, one of the main things about scrapping with me is it's not all about, you know, it's not all about money. It's about having a bit of fun, and you know, so I don't I try not to stress over much. Just plod along, just keep, you know, once if you're not having fun scrapping, then you're probably best off looking at something else, because, you know, as most of you know, a lot of scrapping is reasonably low value stuff. So if you're not getting anything else out of it apart from money, then you're probably better off looking for, you know, other things. But, this one, because you know, a little bit different setup than most printers, it's going to be a little bit, you know, fiddly in not knowing where to start, really. As long as you know, just go step by step, keep undoing screws as I find them, and eventually you get down into the better stuff. Just yeah, a lot of plastic. I can see a really nice wad of wire that's going to be running right through it, so quite a bit of wire. It all adds up, like, you know. But yeah, so you're probably not going to be anything spectacular in this printer, so, you know, if you've got better things to do and not really interested, well, you know, but if you don't have anything better to do and you want to watch me try and scrap this bloody printer, then be my guest. I might just fast forward and see if we can get into some parts that we can get something out of. But so that's obviously your main keypad thing. We've got a couple of circuit boards here. We'll have a little look. Probably won't be much, nothing spectacular here, but still they're keyboards, and we, okay, some more plastic. So basically just a switchboard, tactile switches. So as you know, we keep these for silver, and not a lot, one IC chip here. So yeah, mostly I'll just keep this board just to keep the tactile switches. More screws. Get off this front panel. Okay. If plastic was something you wanted, you can't go wrong with this kind of printer. Plastic everywhere. Okay, well, that's one side. That's the right hand side is where the main motors are and stuff, so I'm assuming that the left hand side is where most of the circuit boards are going to be. A lot of plastic. So yeah, it's because most of it is going to go with scrap steel. You don't want to over scrap it. If you leave a little bit of plastic on for scrap steel, that's fine, you know. More weight, more value. Okay, now just find where I put my screwdriver. Gosh, lot of plastic. Yeah, I've been dying to do this printer just to make a bit of space. Is certainly taking up a lot of space in my workshop, and it's only a printer, low value, so the sooner I get rid of it, the better. So there's some nice wire running along it at least. It all adds up. So. Yeah. This part here is a bit hard to get rid of. I don't know why. I think I do now. Whew. Okay, so over this side looks like we've got a nice circuit board at least, and yeah, as I said, it's going to be mostly wires. I want to get rid of this caddy so I can get into the gold pins in there. I want to get this bar out if I can, and yeah, so get rid of some of this wire. Okay, so we've got a good start of wire. All right. So what I probably have to do is, yeah. Oh, that's a heavy bugger. Yeah, I want to get rid of this wire, and I'm just going to take off this circuit board on the side, and so I'll get back when I've got rid of the I've got about 20 screws to undo over here. Yeah, well, just as expected, there really isn't a great deal to this printer. It's just basically a regular printer just made bigger. You know, although there was quite a lot of wire, so that's not bad. You know, got a few pounds of wire there, and the circuit board. Well, the main circuit board here is pretty good. It's got a high-grade chip on it, so it's basically a high-grade board. It's got a high-grade gold corner chip here, CPU kind of style chip here, IC chips running around it, and some, you know, these pins are all, you know, most of them are gold pins. Well, yeah, these ones are gold tipped, so there's really not much on them pins, but there are some gold pins in this big one here. Other side pretty much blank. So a few things to depopulate or just sell it as a high-grade board, like a motherboard. Yeah, so not bad. Not a little board here, nothing really much. Got a lot of ink on my hands, and this center bar here, we should be able to get out. It's about, obviously it's the biggest bar that I've gotten out of one of these. It's about an inch thick, and what do we got? About 2 and a bit feet long. There's going to be a power board at the back here. These are the pins where the cartridges slide into. So you can see some nice gold pins up the top there. So at least a bit more gold, and yeah, basically a power board over here. That isn't anything really special. Yeah, really not much, not as much as I expected. It's just a bit of a power board, nothing spectacular. Still got more plastic, but yeah, a little bit more wire, here. But really not a great deal. Probably the best thing out of it is this steel bar that it's going to be really nice to keep. It's got to get it out from this side. Just need one screw, and that should take it out. So this bar, this is a pretty awesome bar here. Get around the other side. Yeah, it's a beautiful bar. It is magnetic, so like most of them are. But this machine bar can be used for, you know, just about anything. I mean, it's a very high tensile steel, so you know, you want to use this bar for like a security bar or something somewhere. You know, got many uses for it. Obviously you could sell this as well. You know, the little printer ones, the skinny ones, I mean, they sell pretty good too. But if you had this for sale, I reckon you'd get really good money for this. Probably you should get 15 bucks for it. Yeah. Apart from that, there's really not much else in here. All the rest, you know, there's a few little motors and stuff, but for the time it's going to take to scrap it out, you know, there's really nothing, no real value there. It's just steel upon steel. This is just like a drain tray for ink to drop down. So there's nothing there. And yeah, inside there's no more real circuit boards. It's just wheels and steel and plastic. So at this point, if you're not really after motors that desperately, or any components to run anything else, you know, I'm just going to throw the rest of this as scrap steel, because I've got a lot to do and there's just no value there for me to go any further. So I've got my aluminium bar, I've got my steel bar, I've got my high grade board, I've got some gold fingers, I've got a few pounds of wire, and that's it. That's all I really want. And I'll probably pick out a little bit more wire, some of this ribbon wire and stuff. But yeah, no, it's really not worth going any further. You know, printers are very low value as they are, and so if I go any further, I'm just going to remove more plastic and more junk, and it's just going to lose value into scrap steel. I might as well just sell the whole lot of scrap steel. Oh well, so that's the giant printer. No real difference to a regular printer. You really, you know, apart from some things bigger, you know, this is probably the best thing. The high grade board is bigger than a regular printer, obviously, but really nothing else in there. So, you know, when it comes to buying printers at auctions and stuff like that, you can't put a value on them, not even $1, because the time and the mess, you know, I've got ink all over me just for a few dollars of stuff out of it. Not even, that's only if I sell this, you know, but I probably won't even sell it, so I'm not really going to get much value out of this. A couple of bucks, and I suppose it still weighs about 70 pounds, so I'm still going to get my scrap steel for it. That's all it sort of really is, you know. The stuff that you get out of it is, you know, you're just getting paid for the time that you put into it. The rest is scrap steel. So, you know, I certainly don't buy printers at auctions. If there's printers in a lot, I just value them at zero, and that's what you got to do, because you know, a lot of places, you know, you just get them for free, and any eWaste recycler knows that there's no value in there apart from scrap steel, and, you know, and a whole heap of plastic that you got to get rid of as well. So so that's it. That's printers. I think I might do a couple of small laser printers and keep at it while my hands are dirty. I might as well keep going with printers, and well, keep scrapping, guys. I'll catch you next time, and most important, have fun.